Hi there, everyone. Steve Senski here with Trailers from Hell. In the 1970s, you could count on the name Dan Curtis for quality and horrific entertainment. In the 1960s, he brought the world the soap opera Dark Shadows. He directed a marvelous made-for-TV version of Dracula with Jack Palance. He either produced or directed the first two Night Stalker movies. And in 1975, he gave us all nightmares about African Zuni fetish dolls that would come to life in the film Trilogy of Terror. But in 1976, he decided to turn his attention to the big screen with an adaptation of the Robert Morasco novel Burnt Offerings. It's a very unusual twist on that old horror trope, the haunted house. And we're going to take a look at it now.
It all began as a summer vacation. A young family found a beautiful old house. It had secluded, spacious grounds.
Get a load of this cast. Oliver Reed, Karen Black, Burgess Meredith, Eileen Heckert, and the wonderful Bette Davis. It shows you what kind of clout Curtis had in the mid-1970s that he could assemble this incredible ensemble of performers in this tale of a couple and their young son who are entrusted to care for a magnificent house during the summer. They eventually learn that as much as they are living in the house begins to live in them. And the house preys upon their very energy. As it's being rejuvenated, they themselves are becoming victimized.
And no one can stop it.
Dan Curtis had worked with Karen Black 1 year prior in the motion picture Trilogy of Terror, in which she played 4 different roles, and she's really magnificent here. She's the one that keeps the family in the house because she's been entrusted to care for the mysterious Mrs. Allardyce that we never see. We never see her up in that 3rd-story room until the very end, and the payoff comes. Bette Davis, also magnificent in this movie. She's not afraid for all her star power to let herself go to seed to show you the pain of the character and what she's experiencing. Eileen Heckert, Burgess Meredith, 2 old pros of Hollywood. Especially in the late 70s, Burgess Meredith was in virtually every horror film released. You couldn't make one without including him in the cast. The house learns to keep the family there. It's not quite finished with them yet. Dan Curtis would go on to become very, very successful with miniseries, the Winds of War. So in many ways, this was one of his final horror film projects. He never returned to the big screen again, but that should take nothing away from Burnt Offerings. It's a tremendous accomplishment from 1976. It deserves a look-see.